Right then, Talk Tactics folks, this is something that a shed load of presenters get. Actually, it's something that a lot of people get wrong, and as presenters are people, you can see where I'm going with this. It's to confuse complex with complicated. Okay, so would you agree with me, gentlefolk, that some things are really complex? Now in complex, what this means is there's lots of moving parts. The parts might be simple, the parts might be complicated, but there are lots and lots of different parts to it. On the other hand, some things are just really complicated. They may or may not have lots of components, but they're difficult to grasp. It's you know. So what we've got here is, I don't know, tossing a coin. Very few moving parts, not exactly difficult to wrap your head around. Or maybe simulator games here, they're highly complex in that there's lots of things going on, but actually what you're trying to do is pretty damn simple. Land the plane, kill the aliens, whatever. A lot of card games, not very many moving parts, they're very low complexity. You've got just number on the card and colour of the card, basically, and a couple of other rules, but they're really complicated. And then finally you've got something like chess, okay? Lots of complicated, lots of moving pieces, both in the metaphorical and literal sense. So if you're making a presentation, it might be making tea, dead simple. Space navigation, it's dead easy in the sense that although there are lots of things going on, the rules of those things are understood and the actual maths of the physics is not difficult. Predicting the behaviour of crowds as a crowd, really simple. Predicting the behaviour of people within the crowd, oh no, that's much more complicated, okay? Everybody okay with that? Hope so, because I'm just going to turn that off just for 1 second and come back to me. Okay. The thing to do if what you are describing is complicated is something for another tactic, another conversation. But if what you're describing is complex, there is a really simple tool you can use as a presenter. Basically, signposting. Signpost, signpost, signpost all the time, so that maybe 20% of your slides, if you're using slides, are telling people where they are in the presentation and giving them the context, the ecology. Think of it like this, and this is something I've nicked from friends of mine called Rob and Kennedy. Suppose you rush for a train, you leap on it just as the doors are closing, and you've not even had a chance to check it is the right train. You're a bit anxious, you're a bit nervous, you can't concentrate on your work until you hear the guard saying, "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen." I can't do the voice. "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 6:16 to London." Now, if you wanted to be on the 6:16 to London, great. If not, panic. But if you did, great, because now you know where you are. You know you're in the right place. Now you don't have to think about, am I on the right train? You can concentrate on your work. And signposts in your presentation are quite a lot like that. If you tell people where they are in the presentation, they're much, much more likely to be able to concentrate on the content. Okay, rant over. Do not confuse, I'll bring it back, do not confuse complexity with complicatedness. Is complicatedness a real word? Complicatedity? Sod it, I don't know.